Now, collectivity in Sahaja Yoga does not mean that you wear some kind of dresses, all of you wearing same kind of dresses, or doing the same type of thing, or jumping, or any such thing which has no sensible logic in it. It is the collectivity that you feel within yourself, that nearness you feel, not emotionally. Also, I would say, people think it's an emotional attachment to people. It's not emotionally also. It is beyond emotions, it is beyond thought, it is the spirit. Because everybody has got this spirit in them. Only thing you have to become the spirit. Now anything you see, even we can say going to a temple. Now in India, ladies are busy dressing up if they have to go to temple. They will find out what sari she is wearing, what sari am I going to wear. Like we do it in the churches also. We go there with our best dresses, just watching what dress she has worn. Then we come out of the church, directly we ask a question, where did you get this one? You see. So the whole attention is on a social contact, a social mass feeling within ourselves. So we are not individuals at all at that time, not at all. First we have to be absolute individuals. And then you become a complete, aware part of the whole. But if you are not an individual, say that's why people who belong to these sects or belong to some sort of a commitment or to an organized place, they find it difficult. Because they are not yet prepared to accept that individual jump into the whole. If the whole of it comes, well and good. If the whole doesn't come, they are sticking on to it. Though it can be very superficial also. Like you see in England is a custom to put the fork and spoon in a particular way. In France it is different. In somewhere it is different. Now even that can be a club forming stuff for us. Because you see, we are Americans, will put it this way, we are English, we'll put it this way, if you are French, we'll put it this way. But it is such a superficial sort of a thing, and if you go into it, it's all superficial. All our clubbing is superficial. Now if you start getting after it and reacting against it, then you are destroying yourself. You are completely destroyed. There is no need to destroy anything like that. But to be understanding that this is superficial. Nothing, you should not waste your energy in fighting any one of these. There is no need to fight anything to get out of it. There is no need to fight any such thing. What happens that by fighting, you lose your energy for nothing at all. On the contrary, you should understand that all these things are artificial and you should wait for a moment when you get the reality. But if you fight them also, there's a problem. If you don't fight them and you become one, there's a problem. So both things are energy sapping. We go on thinking about it. Where do we reach? We reach nowhere. So Sahaja Yoga is a system which is the system of the nature. It is not a system of human beings which is artificial or an organization or a mass movement, nothing of the kind. It is the system of the nature itself which has made you a human being, an individual, now like an egg. Now this individual has to become not the mass, which is an animal instinct, but to become collectively conscious. Has to become. Is a consciousness. Means on the central nervous system you feel that consciousness. And that is what is the reality. We go about into anything understanding that this is right, that is all mental. If you understand everything, whatever is mentally available, you are still in the shell. But what you feel is the point. What you feel on your central nervous system is your real consciousness. The rest of it is your mental activities, imagination, and whatever is mental is man-made. It has no meaning.